Well, welcome everybody to the Martial Arts History Museum Honor Awards. This is going to be an amazing evening, and we have some amazing guys here, and we have some amazing people out there. Thank you for being part of this, guys. What do you have to say? This is we did it last year, and here we are again, honoring everybody. So the Martial Arts History Museum Honor Awards is when we honor you guys who have made an impact on the martial arts. You have guys who have done a lot for your community. You guys have had excellence in the martial arts. Is that correct, Art?
Ditto.
They're so talkative. And Raphael?
You didn't give me a script. No, all I really want to say is thank you very much for supporting the Martial Arts History Museum. This is a place not just for artifacts, but it's to preserve the culture of the martial arts. There are a lot of other Hall of Fames, a lot of other places, but they're all focusing on the people and focusing on a lot of egos and things like that. What we're doing here is something completely different. We're focusing on the history and the culture and the things that affect the rest of the cultures around the world. And we are, here in California, the center of the martial arts for the world. And this is what we're preserving so that we have it and we get to pass it on.
He's 100% correct. And in all seriousness, I really, really feel honored and blessed to be here amongst all of you. Because honestly, when we were all coming up with this award to give to people, we thought, what's going to make us not different, but just in a little way special. And you know, not all of us can be the best kickers, the best punchers, the best kata experts, but the award itself represents what's in your heart and soul, to represent what is the spirit of martial arts. And martial arts, from a personal level, it saved my life, it changed my life, it gave me, it basically helped me fulfill the most unimaginable dreams that I could have ever had. And in small ways, like when I put people in movies and being here right now. And well, first I want to give a shout out to the martial arts kid, James Wilson, what he's doing, really good stuff. And all the cast are incredible people. That's what this award, at least from a personal level, represents to me, and I think collectively to us, to honor you, because I'm very humbled, you know, by all your contributions. And really, God bless you all. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I remember 16 years ago, me and Michael sitting in my office and talking about creating a museum for martial arts. And this was a dream for me, but it was a goal for him. And that's what makes a distinction between a goal and a dream, right? The goals have deadlines. And he put a deadline for himself, and he said, 1 year. 1 year from today, we will have a museum. And we talked about it, and here we are 15 years later. So, I had a great lesson this evening. I'm going to start really quick. I'm really good about coming and saying hello really quick. But there's a lot of people I don't know, and it's been a rough day for me, so I came and sat down. Didn't get a chance to say hello to the people that are here, which I acknowledge. They're from New York, wonderful. But there's this other gentleman who walked up to me and said hello, and I usually beat people to that. And he came said hello to me. What a great lesson, and reminded me that martial arts, we start and finish everything with a bow, with a respect. That's what makes us different than everybody else. I want to thank you for that lesson, sir. But what I want everyone to do is to start tonight with a bow and paying respect to Michael. So if you would, stand up, please. I learned another lesson from my teacher, that when we bow to each other, you bow and I bow back, we respect each other, but we don't really take the time to take the acknowledgement. So my request for Michael is not to bow back yet. Just for a second, take all the love and all the respect. This is just for him. This is not for him to respond back. Just like listening, right? The hardest way to listen is responding without anything in your mind. Just be there, right? So I'm going to make a request to him not to bow back. Afterwards he can, but just for a few seconds, just enjoy this. Attention. Bow.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. That was very, very generous of you. Thank you very much. I'm gonna have Art hang with me. Let's go over the festivities. What's going to happen today? Okay, a few of you I went over. But what we're going to do, we make this a special time for you guys. Again, not everybody can be on the cover of a magazine. Not everybody can win the greatest full contact fights in the world or be a big movie star. But we have made an impact. Each of us have made an impact in the martial arts. You know, we have made history. And I think it's important that we recognize individuals for making those great accomplishments and devoting your life to the martial arts. So this is our opportunity to do that. So today, the way what's going to happen, and we have a lot of people who's going to be honored tonight. We have 70 being honored tonight, so that's pretty cool. Very nice. So what we're going to do is we're going to have it in different sections. Different people called up randomly, so don't worry, you'll be called up. And what we're going to do, yes, sir?
I don't mean to interrupt, but actually, those of you who saw me standing here just like this, right? I'm actually auditioning for James Wilson. Hopefully, it'll be in the sequel soon. James, get back to what you're saying.
Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to use an example to show you what's going to happen, okay? So, as what's going to happen, a young lady's going to come up to you and tell you, you're next. So they'll come up to you and we're going to say, there she is, Susan Jacaro. Yay, Susan. Now, remember, Susan is a student of Takamura, so watch it. Okay, so Susan will come up to you and tell you you're coming up next. She will escort you up to the podium. This man will read your bio as you come up. Okay, he will come up thusly. As he gets here, please take a moment. I will hand you the award. Be nice. This is your time for a photo op. The photographer will shoot you right here. Okay, after he gets the award, I will step back. He will come to the mic. Wait, not you haven't finished posing it. After he gets his award, he will have 1 minute to say thank you. Okay, 1 minute, guys.
Not 2, not 3, 1 minute. That's good. Thank you very much. Next.
After he's awarded, he will come down to the stage, and Art Camacho will be here down at the bottom of the stage. He will present him the museum certificate. Not over here, okay. He will present him the museum certificate. After he presents you, stay there. We will shoot you again, and then you can escort, go back to your seat. Okay? Take this moment. Please enjoy this moment. Okay? Take your time coming up. Please only make it 1 minute. Come on back, Art. Please only make it 1 minute. We to thank everybody. Believe me, there's a lot of people here, so minutes add up real quick. So, but we're going to do something a little different this time than what we usually do at our events.
Where's the script? Where's the script? I don't work without script.
What we're going to do is all the time, everybody gets to enjoy these wonderful meals without the volunteer staff eating at all. Now, that's terrible.
And where's the problem? Where's the problem?
So this year, guys, we're all going to eat. We're going to start serving now, guys, correct, Celia? We're going to start serving already. We're going to serve the staff who's already getting their food eating. And serving you now, we're going to take a few minutes, enjoy your food. We're going to fellowship with each other. We're going to play some cool dinner music. Of course, we don't have Carole King music, so, you know, we're going to enjoy you.
And those of you who don't know what fellowship means, I don't either, so very simple man.
So we're going to have a good time enjoying each other, having each other company for a little time, eating, stuffing our face. So instead of you coming over to the stage, eating, full of stuff, we're going to let you eat right now for a few minutes. We're going to play some music. We're all going to eat, and then we're going to come back and start in a few minutes, okay? So enjoy the event, and thank you for coming to the Museum Honor Awards. The museum's 15-year anniversary.
Yay!
Yay!
All right.
Can you believe it's been 15 years?
Big 15.
Back in 1999. That's when you were in high school, right?
Just finishing high school.
Oh, we won't go there.
The museum has done a lot over the years. We were a traveling exhibit, went all over the place. But we actually started in 1999, but actually, that is not true. Right,
Not?
Terry? It's not
Not?
true.
It's not?
Yes.
Actually, it's not.
So when did it start?
The museum actually started in 1988. Yes. In 1988, yes. Back then, when I used to own the magazine, Carrie and I, and a young man over there, standing Dugwong, we were there in their living room discussing starting a museum back in '88.
Good idea.
Yes.
Really good idea.
11 years later, the museum was started.
And here we are.
It started in Boris Jacques' office. Can you believe that? So September 15th is when we started. So tonight we are celebrating our 15 years. Now back in 1999, when it all happened, there were a lot of different things happening in 1999. It was a different
Life was
year.
different.
Totally
Yes, quite a
different century.
Exactly. Let's take a quick look at 1999.
No. 1999. 1999.
There you go. Thank you. In 1999, things were very different. In 1999, when the museum started, we had hand crank cars, we had black and white TVs, and we used a pair of pliers to turn the channel, right?
Marco.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, it's the wrong place. In 1999, the cost of stamps were only 33 cents. The cost of a gallon of gas was $1.22.
Versus 350
And
now.
the interest rate was 8.5%. Can you believe that?
Right. In 1999, companies feared the Y2K problem and the Millennium Bug. MySpace was announced. Michael
I still have a
one.
page. I still have a page, right? MySpace, guys.
In 1999, Star Wars: The Phantom Menace was out, followed almost immediately by Matrix. Then there was that little thing called Sixth Sense, American Apple Pie, and that the Spider Shadman.
The most popular shows in 1999 were The Simpsons, Beverly Hills 90210, Frasier, and The X-Files.
In 1999, most homes had dial-up internet. Can you believe that?
I still have that. What? You know, who remembers dial-up? Come on. We can't be on the phone at the same time as the internet, right?
That's right. The BlackBerry was just announced, and the top single was "Baby One More Time" by Britney Spears. Plus, the most
It's a good song. It's not Carole King.
Plus, the most current operating system was Windows 3.1.
I like that system.
Yeah.
We're at 8 now. Now imagine what's going to happen next.
So let's take a look at the Martial Arts History Museum from 1999 to today, a brief history of the museum and a collage. Thank you.
my pleasure to tell you of a story of intrigue, persistence, ingenuity, and perseverance. It's about a small group of individuals set out to make history.
A museum? What are you, nuts? This guy's crazy. Museum. Okay, let's give it a shot.
And so, with a dream in his heart and a gleam in his eye, the museum began to take its first step.
Here at the museum, as its curator and president, I get asked a lot of things. Where's the bathroom? I'm a 5-time world champion. Why can't I get in free? Aren't you going to make that place bigger? Funny guys. But the most often question is, where did you start the museum? We actually started at Team Karate Centers with the help of Fireborns and Jacques in Woodland Hills.
All right, so this is finally it. I'm telling you, doesn't matter what anybody tells you, this is exactly, we sat right here in my office with Michael, and we started talking about the museum, and this is where it all started.
Glad you like that little piece. Well, now it's time to begin paying tribute to our honorees. Please be careful with the award. Okay, it's a crystal award. It's very pointy, so please be careful. It's a little heavy, so please be careful. Okay, so if you're ready to begin, sir, let us begin.
All right. The golden moment is finally upon us. Don't be nervous coming up, just because everyone's staring at you and listening to every single word that you're saying. There's only a couple people here, a couple hundred people here. And the number one fear in the world is public speaking, so have a great night. Okay? Nothing to worry about, right? Let's go. First person to receive the award tonight was the one who actually got to practice this earlier this evening, Alan Woodman. Alan Goodman has dedicated 40 years in martial arts, with 20 of those years learning in Japan. He holds a black belt in Wado-ryu karate and is considered one of the foremost experts in the art of Hojo Jitsu and hosts seminars across the nation. He's the founder and president of Sidekick Publications and is also the president of Sidekick Talk Radio and a former magazine publisher. Here he is, Alan Woodman.
皆さん本当にありがとうございます。Thank you very much, Japanese. I'm here for one reason only, and that is to show my unwavering support for what I think is the place that we should all be supporting, which is the Martial Arts History Museum. And, we're going to start a campaign here coming up in the next week or so. Check it out on Facebook, whatever, but it's all for the museum. It's called Break a Board for a Buck for the Martial Arts Museum. Everybody saw the ALS challenge? All right. We're not going to ask you to get wet or anything. Okay. Break a board for the museum and donate $1. That's it. For every board you break. Okay. The money, Michael's going to put a button on the website. The money goes directly to the museum. There's no administrative cost. There's no 79%, 30%, nothing. 100% goes to the museum. And I challenge every single person in this room right now. I'm going to be doing it this week. I'll be starting off with 5 bricks, which is $5 each brick. Right? And that all money goes straight to the museum, and I hope you guys follow me, okay? Thank you for the museum. Thank you for everybody. Arigato.
Next up is Josephine Del Mar. Josephine Del Mar, also known as Joey, began her martial arts career at Kaju Kembo, and although she learned under several masters, her formal stream of training began under Raymond Taboso. Josephine has lent her expertise in the arts and has performed in California, Idaho, Nevada, and Hawaii. She's also been an advocate for the Filipino culture and Filipino martial arts. She's one of the most recognized leaders in her community and has become an example for others to follow. Here is Josephine Del Mar.
Thank you. First of all, let me just explain. I have a voice condition that I get treatment for, so it's overdue, so just bear with me. I had a big speech. It told me 3 minutes, so I'm going to cut it down. I want to thank all my teachers. Some of them are no longer here. And I want to thank the one person that was responsible for nominating us. Also, I just wanted to make a little mention. Yesterday, we went to the Martial Arts History Museum, and it was so uplifting to see the martial arts of the world represented so impressively under one roof and displayed with pride and respect. It was evident that a lot of work and research went into the videos and history for each display. I learned a lot and I took a lot of pictures. Later we found out that lots of the work was voluntary by a lot of volunteers, not getting paid for all this work. In the old days, we learned martial arts through blood, sweat, and tears. Real blood, sweat, and tears, not the kind you see, in the movies. If you are willing and a willing participant and dedicated, you will see the true value of what you do, because you are a part of it, the importance of it. Mark Twain once quoted, I just wanted to mention, that 20 years from now you will be disappointed by the things you didn't do more than by the ones that you did. Sail away from the safe harbors, catch the trade winds in your sails, explore, dream, and discover. I want to thank everyone, especially Mike and his beautiful crew. Mahalo, daghan salamat. Thank you for this grand honor, and congratulations to all the honorees.
Next up to the stage is Michael Del Mar. Michael learned the Filipino martial arts technique the traditional way from his father. In time, he taught at the Del Mar School of Filipino Arts. He has shared the art throughout the world and has been a fight scene choreographer in Kimo Kuahu's productions. He is a Vietnam vet and served in the Marine Corps. He's a former professional entertainer, a limbo dancer, an artist, woodcarver, and one of the most sought-after Kali Eskrima instructors in Hawaii. He's a leader for his community and kept the traditions of the Filipino arts alive. Here is Michael Del Mar.
Thank you. Yeah, we're pretty short people. So, short, but watch out. I want to thank all of you for being here, and the honor is mine to be among the martial art excellence here. Thank you, Michael Matsuda, for the museum and for this event. And I also want to thank my person that nominated me is Master Mark Lawrence. Thank you. First of all, I want to say that this is from my dad. He was my first teacher. My first lesson, 1959, and I continued on. So my goal was to perpetuate the art in a positive manner that we can pass it on to our future generations. We are but caretakers of the art, and we need to pass this on so it'll survive and we'll move on. Do it properly, do it with dignity and respect, and you will get that back, pretty much. Again, thank you so much. And my wife, we don't settle arguments with our weapons at home. Besides, our weapons are all covered and put away. I just say thank you, and no arguments. Again, thank you so much. Mahalo, aloha.
Shaming up the stage right now is Robert Parham. Robert is a former 5-time world kickboxing champion. He holds a fabulous kickboxing career of 17-1 record, which includes 9 knockouts. I hope giving, not receiving, right? I'm just saying, you never know, it doesn't say here. I'm just saying, lighten up, you read it. He also claimed numerous kickboxing titles in 5 weight classes. Pick one, okay, from 1994 to 2001. After retiring from both a tournament career and as a world-class kickboxer, he has turned to acting with roles in such films as Bad Faith, Hand to Hand, Weapon of Choice, and Buster Jones. Here he is, Robert Plant.
I'm going to break this down into 2 parts. First, I want to thank my father, who turned me into the martial arts after I got beat up in the 4th grade by a girl by the name of Mylene Dijon. You're over. Okay. I'd like to thank my instructor, Alonzo Jones, and the people who continue to inspire me. My big brother Eric O'Neill, Jason Sterling, people in this room, Lisa King, Art Camacho, TJ Storm, Jim Kelly, and the list goes on. And now for the second part, here's some things I don't want to thank. I don't want to thank 3 o'clock in the morning. Because you come so early, I didn't get up that early to train, which is why I lost. I also would not to thank the polypistropathic mattress. How do you say that? Because you were so warm and embracing, I didn't get out of my bed at 3 o'clock in the morning. And last, I would like not to thank Breyer's chocolate chip mint ice cream. It's because of you, Breyers, that I went up to the heavyweight division and suffered my first loss. Thank you. Have a good night.
Here's a name I'm sure you all know, Ron Chappelle. Doc Chappelle, as he's affectionately known, began studying the martial arts as a preteen under the watchful eye of Ark Y. Wong and continued his training as a teenager under a guy named Ed Parker for almost 30 years. He was one of only a handful to achieve Parker's highest awarded rank of 7th degree black belt. Was a police officer, and later a federal agent, and had the opportunity to train under some of the art's greatest icons. Holding a rank in multiple arts, Doc continues to teach his own interpretations of Kempo through the world. Let's welcome Doc Ron Chappelle.
It's really my honor. Doc and I go back a long way in the martial arts. Everybody knows Ron Chappelle. He's been there forever. He can tell you when everybody started martial arts. You're a great guy, thank you.
Unfortunately, that's true. Thank you, Mike. I really appreciate that. Thank you in the museum. I really wasn't going to say anything, but my yellow belt student, black belt daughter threatened me that if I didn't say something, I couldn't come back to the table. When we started in the martial arts, me and my colleagues, some of whom are here, we never thought about awards or high ranks or anything. We did this because we loved it. We continue to do it because we love it. I would like to name names, but if I start, we'll be here for a while. Many of them were here. Students, family students, colleagues and friends. But I would like to name at least 2 names. My 2 prominent teachers who taught me everything and taught me how to think. It's Art Wong and Ed Parker. Without those 2, I wouldn't be standing here, and I say probably a good bunch of you wouldn't be standing here either. So thank you so much, I appreciate it. And one more name, for my daughter Mercedes, this is for you, sweetie.
Zhao?
Joe Ting-ju.
15 different people.
Joe Ting-ju.
Joe Ting-ju? What he said was born in China in 1934, a sickly child. He began learning martial arts from his father when he was only 7 years old. I imagine him, not his father. It's China, I don't know. At 16, he started his martial arts, with his father. He started a medical career under the supervision of his family, who were all traditional Chinese practitioners. His uncle, a Taoist priest, also taught him the Taoist principles of body cultivation. He studied at Wudang Mountain and later relocated to the U.S. in 1990 and established the China-U.S. Wudang Qigong Association and Qianju Qigong Foundation. His extraordinary work has been featured on 13 U.S. TV networks. Here he is.
各位领导、各位老师、各位先生、女士们，大家好。
Good evening, all leaders, master, ladies and gentlemen.
首先，谢谢陈友华、Mania本班的领导，给我这个机会与大家欢聚一堂，我感到很荣幸、很高兴。
First, I would like to say thank you to Ear Chen, Manu, and the Martial Arts Museum who provide this opportunity to gather with everyone. I'm very honored and thrilled.
这是我一生当中最荣幸、最高兴的一天。首先，谢谢大家对我的关怀与鼓励。
This is the happiest moment in my life. Thank you everyone for the encouragement and support.
最后，祝大家身体健康，万事如意，心想事成。谢谢大家。
Wish everyone abundance, health, and all your wish come true. Thank you.
Clap for Debbie. Beginning her study in the martial arts in 1986, Debbie dabbled in a number of styles before finding her home in Shaolin Long Fist Kung Fu under John Cho. Expanding into Tai Chi, Debbie assisted in teaching a mind-body-spirit program with Stuart Kwan. After an appearance on a TV show called Kung Fu Theater, she decided to create her own martial arts TV show called Martial Arts Mania, opening the doors to different art forms, iconic celebrities, and more. Debbie is the producer and director of the show, which is headquartered in Fresno. Let's welcome Debbie Goodman.
First of all, I'd like to thank Comcast, AT&T, and CMAC in Fresno, California, because without that, I would not be able to produce my show. In 1986, the names, the faces that graced the magazines, the books, the movies, were people like Doug and Carrie Wong, James Liu, Dawn the Dragon Wilson, Betty the Jet Urquidez, and Cynthia Rothrock. Now, if someone had told me that someday I'd have my own TV show and be interviewing these people, I would have never believed it. I have a cousin that lives in Studio City, and she once said to me, "When you're good enough, Hollywood comes looking for you." And earlier this year, Hollywood came calling. A producer by the name of James Wilson called me and wanted to know if I wanted to come down and interview a couple of stars from his upcoming movie, The Martial Arts Kid. Now, I would have been honored to have interviewed either one of them, Dawn Wilson or Cynthia Rothrock, but we could never line them up at the same time. One was either off in Europe, the other was climbing Mount Everest. So I got nervy and I said, "I've been dying to get an interview with James Liu. If you can get me James Liu, I'll come down anytime he can do it." I found myself at the home of James Liu, and he was cooking dinner for me. that is a dream come true. I'm still in shock. And it is an honor to be in the same room with all of you. I think I'm the first person that started crying. I'm practicing for my Emmy and my Oscar. I want to thank my Aunt Benita and my cousin Christy who came with me tonight. And ironically enough, in the picture, in the little collage they had earlier, there was a picture of all three of us they pulled off my Facebook page. So thank you. I'm very happy to have you for family. And if my aunt tells any of you gentlemen that you have a nice tush, just take it as a compliment and just walk away. Walk away. Thank you.
Well, walk away slowly so she can get a nice look. She created the Belgian national team, and in the late 2000s, she came to America to study film production and recently played a principal role in The Martial Arts Kid. Let's welcome Inga van Arpen.
I'm just taking my time, my 1 minute. I want to thank everyone in my life who support me, my teachers, my coaches, as well as people that award me and believe in me more than I did. And the most important thing I want to say, please thank yourself as well, because without you there would be no us. Love and blessing to all of you. Thank you very much to all of you.
Making her way to the stage now is Cheryl Wheeler Duncan. Cheryl is recognized as one of the true pioneers of women's full contact karate. A former world kickboxing champion, she has graced numerous magazine covers. Holding a second-degree black belt in the art of Yoshukai karate, she's also a very successful career in the movie industry as a professional stunt woman and has doubled such celebrities as Sharon Stone, Sandra Bullock, Uma Thurman, Cameron Diaz, George Clooney. That's probably not true. And Americus. She doubled for Americus in a movie back there. She's currently the co-producer of The Martial Arts Kid. We all know about that. Let's welcome Cheryl Wheeler Duncan.
Scott is walking in these heels, as ladies know out there. I'm very honored to be here, very humbled. I thank Michael Matsuda and his team for allowing me to be here, and I want to. This honor is basically. I want to. What do you say?
Donate it.
Well, thank you. I want to dedicate it to two people. One is to my instructor who got me into the martial arts, Jerry Blank. I met him 39 years ago, and he's sitting at my table. I was 15, so do the math. And the other is another instructor who's been fighting a battle, a health battle, and he's not here, but his name is Hiroaki Toyama, who's another instructor in my style. And I want to say, and something that Art said earlier today, is that martial arts changed my life. It saved me, and it changed my life, and allowed me to be who I am now. And I owe so much to it. And another thing that Terrence said resonated with me, and it's martial arts is family. And this family is so important to me and has meant so much to me in my life. And I'm honored and grateful to be up here. Grateful to you, James Wilson, for us doing this movie together, The Martial Arts Kid. We're very proud of it. I think all of you are going to be very proud and impressed with this movie. It honors traditional martial arts, all of them. Thank you very much.
Next up is the cover boy for this year's Honor Awards book, dethroning Felix Royles as last year's cover boy. And having a competition which we don't, I don't know if you know about this, but he and TJ Storm are in a competition for Best Hair in the Room Award. So put your raffle tickets in for that. Ladies and gentlemen, William Christopher Ford. William began his study in the martial arts in 1974 when he was only 7 years old at the urging of his mother, who was from Japan. He began in the Okinawan art of Shorin-ryu karate under Glenn Rabago and later under Richard Rabago. He was tested by Tadashi Yamashita and earned his black belt. Currently, he holds a 5th degree rank in Godan karate and has a deep respect for all arts. William has also worked in a variety of film projects and currently performs at the Pirates Dinner Adventure in Buena Park, California. William was also a regionally rated competitor in the 1980s. Here is William and his hair.
Thank you, TJ Storm. Thank you, Michael Matsuda, Art Camacho, Sensei Terry Wolfs. Thank you for the inspiration, Sensei Raphael, and the Valley Martial Arts Board of Directors. I'd like to thank my mom, my wife, my dojo family. Some of my students are here who, without them, the dojo wouldn't be what it is. Sent by Rich Cancino, Sensei Larry Fouts, Sensei Anthony Tran. I recently celebrated 40 years in the martial arts this year, and I really look forward to the next 40 years, which is going to be even more awesome. I have to say that I grew up looking at all the magazines, Black Belt Magazine and Inside Kung Fu, and admiring people like Sifu Wong and Sifu Douglas Wong on the tournament circuit, admiring people like Master Temple and Ron Chappelle. And when Michael told me that I was actually going to be on the cover, you know, I had to be kind of cool and say, oh yeah, that would be very nice to you. Thank you very much. I mean, the little kid inside of me was like, oh my God, thank you. Yeah. But I'm in the room with so many martial artists of great talents and great knowledge, and I hope to be like all of you someday. So thank you very much.
To say about this next person.
Godzilla!
I'll let you fill in the blanks, but I'll just say this. Born in Indiana but raised in Hawaii, TJ Storm. TJ Storm notes that his mother forced him to join the martial arts because he was too hyperactive and clumsy, probably tripping over his hair. As he gained confidence through his martial arts training, TJ entered and won over 200 hip-hop and break dancing competitions. A Northern Shaolin Kung Fu practitioner, he also achieved black belts in karate, taekwondo, jiu-jitsu, and more. A classical piano prodigy, he has held a successful career in the film industry with over 51 acting credits and a regular role on the TV Conan series. He continues to act and devotes much of his time to charity. Here are TJ and his hair.
Does his hair get an award too?
Yes.
Damn. Is that wind, or did you wear it like that?
I'm actually being hung upside down in that vision.
Oh.
No, I'm joking. First off, Mr. Ford, boom. I want to thank my mom. She did put me into karate because I was really tall, really skinny, really clumsy, and hyperactive. And she would not let me quit. I got to class, I thought it was going to be really cool, I thought I was going to be moving like Bruce Lee, and then a little kid hit me, and I tried to block it, and it hurt, and I wanted to be done with it, and she was like, nope, you're going back. And I'm like, all right. My dad stuck behind her, and they together gave me a life that I would never have imagined. And I'm surrounded by amazing people. I grew up watching you people. I grew up learning from you people, and now I feel like I'm starting to become one of you people. We are the warriors, we are the story makers. We do all of these wonderful things, and I'm proud to be part of you.
Thank you so much.
Sexy for ourselves.
Next up is Lisa Calhoun. Clapping for Lisa. Lisa began her martial art journey only 2.5 years ago under the Shotokan banner. She was introduced to Alan Goodman, unfortunately, and became his uchideshi, which is not her fault. She has continued her training in karate, aikido, and eskrima. She is the first student to receive assistant instructor certification in the art of Ho Jiu-Jitsu, which is the tying art, for those that don't know that, how to bind people. Kind of an S&M thing, it's fun.
Oh yeah.
It's transferable skills, I'm just saying. She has devoted herself to learning and is a strong supporter of the museum with helpful hands at events and fundraising for the benefit of the museum. Here she is, Lisa Calhoun.
There's the picture.
I want to say thank you. I'm not really a talkative person. Thank you, Alan.
Of the year. Dr. Goldman is chairman of the International Medical Commission overseeing sports medicine committees in over 184 nations. He has served as a special advisor to the President's Council on Physical Fitness in Sports. Plus, he's the co-founder and chairman of the American Academy of Anti-Aging Medicine and founded the International Sports Hall of Fame. But you're not him. So this is not Robert Goldman. We know this guy is the Wilson. Come on up.
Dr. Goldman is in Bangkok, Thailand right now. He's attending a conference that he's the promoter of. It's an anti-aging conference. It's a medical conference. He asked that Marcus Taylor here. He's from New York, for all the Californians that don't know him. Marcus is a kickboxer, a good one. He's a stuntman. He's also an actor, and he appears in the Martial Arts Kid. And Dr. Goldman met him there and wanted him to be beside me as a bodyguard for some reason. Anyway, Dr. Goldman is as you heard, is a very successful man. He's also a phenomenal athlete, holds 20 world records, Guinness Book of World Records, strength records. He's been a Kung Fu stylist for many, many years. He loves the martial arts. He backs the museum very much and wants to be the biggest backer of the museum, as a matter of fact, as Michael knows. And he's looking for any and all projects that help the martial arts, which is why he jumped in as executive producer of the Martial Arts Kid, and we're very proud to have him in that role. So, for Dr. Goldman, thank you.
I'd like to commit $15,000 over the next 15 years, $1,000 every year as a minimum donation to the museum to help out. Also, I'd like to donate this medal from the International Sports Hall of Fame, which some members of the Martial Arts Museum have already been awarded. And in addition, I'd like to place on loan this real samurai sword, and I'm sure this has done a few people along the way. Again, great congratulations to everyone, and I wish I could have been there, but I'm in Thailand right now. Great job.
He's an owner of the Martial Arts Warriors Academy and is founder and president of the Worldwide Martial Arts Council. Here is Gary.
Thank you, everybody. It's a great honor to be here today. I want to especially thank my wife and my daughter, who always supports me. And I want to thank my dad for getting me started back in the martial arts. If it wasn't from him, I would be in the martial arts. And I'm really here today to support my instructors. That's why I came down here. Master Joe Gonzalez was with me since the 90s. So is Master Prasanto, and then Tom Rainey. These are the three gentlemen who they came over here. And they're amazing talents. They keep my school alive. And I thank them very much. And I thank all my friends here today. And I know we're all tired, so I'm going to make it brief. Thank you so much.
Afflicted at birth with an unnatural hair color,
We saved the best for last.
Susan Jakari was born in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and is pretty sure she can mug you if she had to. Her father told her she was not allowed to take martial arts classes because she was a girl, but her mom always told her she had the body of a man. Leading to years and years of therapy, she has been confused ever since. Her hair has been some kind of purple for over 10 years now, hence her name, Purple. That's her nickname. She now studies under the watchful eye of Soke Tap Kubota and enjoys being part of the greater martial arts family. She's been a major asset for the Martial Arts History Museum, and it's an honor to provide her with the last award. So let's welcome Susan Purple.
Yes, it's so late. You made it. It's done. It's done. Thank you.
Yeah, I think so.